Hi, my name is Joanna McCauley, and today I'm going to be talking to you all about the benefits of single-sex education. I can personally attest to why girls and boys should grow up in separate classrooms. I attended St. Catherine's School, which is an all-girls school in Richmond, Virginia, from the 6th to 12th grade. So I would say that I have personally experienced the benefits of learning separately from boys. I have noticed that I have definitely gained a lot of self-confidence and was able to be myself in and out of the classroom because of having the experience of learning separately from boys. I was able to do whatever I wanted without having to worry about what boys thought of me, which I know is a huge issue in a lot of schools today. I was not distracted while I was learning so I didn't have to think about saying, oh, I'm too scared to answer this question because I don't want people to think that it's dumb or stupid or be like, oh, my crush over there might judge me. So I was also able to participate in activities that broke out of our stereotypical roles in school. And I have a twin brother who went to an all-boys school, which was the brother of St. Catherine's, called St. Christopher's in Richmond as well. So boys and girls benefit from learning in separate classrooms because of the ways their brains are wired and the way that they learn new information. For example, research shows that a girl's brain functions differently from a boy's brain. According to WebMD, boys mature much later than girls, and the memory part of the boy's brain develops a lot slower than the memory part of a girl's brain. Psychology Today adds that the region of the brain that is critical to verbal memory stage not only develops earlier for girls, but it is also larger in women than it is in men. I still remember to this day, and probably will forever, that when we were learning the countries of the world in my 6th grade geography class, we had to map and draw out the entire world by heart and memorize the shape of the countries, how to draw them out according to their coordinates on the map, and how to label each country. On the other hand, my twin brother simply just had to label all of the countries that were already drawn out for him on a map. I remember asking my teacher why my brother didn't have to draw out all of the countries as well, and she responded that it would be no use to have the boys actually have to draw them all out because they wouldn't remember anything or benefit from it, but on the other hand, it would stick more in the girls' brains and would help them learn all the countries more easily, which I thought was pretty interesting. My second point is that in order to comply with the difference in brain functions, teachers have to come up with ways to successfully teach different students. So faculty at single-sex schools are more geared toward teaching that certain sex, which allows the teachers to adapt their teaching styles to benefit the certain sex that they're teaching. Overall, that simplifies their activities that they have to plan and events they plan because they only have to gear it towards one certain gender. For example, if the teacher understands how to teach girls, the girl students will also feel more comfortable exploring certain subjects they're learning, like math and science, because the teachers geared the lessons specifically towards those girls. Another reason that there should be single-sex classrooms is because boys and girls learn in completely different ways. Thought.co states, if the teacher understands how to teach boys or girls, they can employ specific teaching strategies and engage classes and activities that accomplish specific goals. Like I said earlier, boys and girls go through learning processes differently. My twin brother and I overall learn the same things at our school, but we definitely learn them in completely different ways as well as in different orders. I took physics and then chemistry and then biology, whereas my brother took biology and then chemistry and then physics. Another thing that I remember documenting is certain qualities like the color of the walls. For example, going into one of my brother's classrooms, the walls were white and had a couple red tiles at the bottom, but overall just very neutral colors, and it wasn't very interesting or lively or anything. But walking down the school at my hall, the walls at my school were pink and yellow, and it overall just seemed like a happier and more lively place, which goes to show that the environment does affect your learning styles. The final reason for single-sex education is to promote confidence, high self-esteem, and to be able to explore one's passions and identities without the judgment of others. Like I said, boys can be boys without worrying what girls may think, as well as vice versa. Girls can be girls without having to worry about what the boys may think of them. And this strongly comes down to eliminating gender types in schools. Thought.co also states that in single-sex settings, girls are empowered to become leaders and boys are taught to better collaborate. So in the right environment, students may quickly feel comfortable exploring non-traditional subjects. For girls, this could be mathematics, advanced sciences, computers, technology, and maybe woodworking, whereas boys often participate more in the arts, humanities, language, choirs, and orchestras in single-sex settings, which I can personally see from my twin brother participating in his school's a cappella group. This may be because they do not have to feel as though they need to hide everything that they enjoy doing simply because they don't want to be called out for enjoying activities that may be stereotyped as girly. So this is why parents should enroll their children in single-sex education. The benefits of single-sex education in the short run are just as strong as they are in the long run. They will build confidence, fearlessness, and high self-esteem in settings that cannot be found in co-ed classrooms. There are so many more advantages than disadvantages of single-sex education, like encouraging each individual to be themselves and take risks that are easier to take in single-sex settings. Thank you.